Hi, welcome back. Going down to Lambda Labs, cause we fucking what's the term? Overstayed our welcome, that's probably the term. Back into here we go. There we go, Lambda Core it is. There we go. How have you been? I've been... nothing to talk about. So I'm running a game. Not Black Mesa, no. And maybe I'll give it just a moment for the music to be. And that'll be our level. Right. Oh. There's shit flying. Right then. So I'm running a game, right? D&D in particular. But I'm not enjoying it as of late. Because there's a new adventure that I'm doing for the guys. And I'm not enjoying it because it was easy on them. And I think I'm of the mind that combat should be challenging and you should stick to the rules. So when they're not having a challenge with combat, they're not having fun. But maybe that's not too big of an issue, because if they're having fun after all, then I shouldn't be complaining, because I'm kind of running it for them after all, right? I'm just a game master. I've got the whole module written out for me, so I shouldn't take the blame for it. Oh, it's closed. Ah, fuck you. Would that ever open? It's already spitting at me. I'm gonna spit some lead at you then. High ceilings, fuck you. Fuck. I think I got it this time. Uh-huh. But instead, what came? More bull squids, of course. Let's try, hold on. I've got a grenade here somewhere. No, not far enough, of course. So I shouldn't be taking the blame if it's not challenging enough, because I didn't design that. And it's not my problem then. But I'm not enjoying it because, personally, these are the tools that I've been given. These are the monsters and shit and challenge ratings created by the designers, developers, really. And it's kind of a matter of my pride, my own pride, to be able to use the tools that I've been given to succeed, actually, right? So like I said, combat should be challenging. The monsters, if they're fighting to the death, they should be a challenge for the players, and they should not just take it easy on them. Try to get them, because they're a threat to them, so they wouldn't dick about, right? But I've been given pretty weak monsters lately, so it makes me feel like an idiot that I can't utilize them in a way that gets them killed. That makes me feel like an idiot personally and subjectively. And it's a problem for me because I kind of think that I'm able to work with things given and be successful, think of some solutions to problems regardless, right? So if the problem is kill the player, and the tools you've got is these monsters and you can't achieve it, that's kind of disheartening, at least to me. So I'm not enjoying the game as of late. We'll see what's gonna happen later, because we're down through about a third of the module, and I've got a few things to work with left to keep the challenge pretty much on the same level without trying to either swap the entire monster or invent new ones or change things around to keep the same a challenge rating, but a different set of abilities that would be more suited for against the party. Also, the other thing might be that the party was allowed too much freedom, and they've picked two powerful classes, and they're having too easy of a time here. So I've got one tool left to my disposal to see how it's gonna go, and I'm utilizing it, but that didn't really go as well so far. We'll see what's gonna happen later in the story. That might change still, so we'll see if that will be needed. I'll stick with it so far. At least for now, is what I'm trying to say. We'll stick for it. I'll stick for it with it. So far, is that everything? Because the lift, I went here, right? And then the whole idea is to not go back and not look for more supplies because we're stacked well enough. So I guess we won't. Armor. Well, I guess we're going. More explosives. Not that we would be able to use them. Because satchels and trip mines are things that you set up in preparation for something to come to you. And you are never given that... that ability. Here. Oh, the assassins here. Yeah. Not so fast now, huh? Twat. Let's save here. Because that went well. That blast to the face. I think I got her a little bit. Where did she come from? Think, move, shoot, and Black Mesa, huh? And I was reloading, so like, fuck you. You know what? Again, I was reloading, and the door didn't close. Why? Just to fuck with me? Where did she shoot me from? No, yes. Assassins, man. Well, why aren't you just auto-aiming at them? Why aren't you an aiming bot? Shouldn't you be training more aim? Maybe. I've trained some. There are points telling me that I'm doing pretty well. Whatever. Maybe I'll get to it once I'm done with the thing. So the third of the story is done. We'll see how it will go with the little tweak that I've got left to do. That's one thing. There's more shit with the tweak that I will do. Then we'll see how the story goes. Then we'll see what the next story has in offer, and we'll be continuing with the little tweak. And if it will prove too hard for them, then I can tone it down, and that will be at least more enjoyable in the sense of me knowing that there is a challenge still for them, and I can tune it down rather than needing to tune it up. That will be both easier and more rewarding, I think, because that would prove that I can make things challenging after all, and work with the tools that I'm given. So I could take that hit, sort of. But yeah, still 2/3 of the story, and then the next story, and we'll see what the story in the future will have, and maybe they will be less prepared for that. Maybe there will be tighter corridors that they won't be able to do anything in, and the monsters will have an advantage. We'll see. It's hard to say. So like I said, I'll try making it harder from the start, and then we'll see about toning it down. Otherwise, now it's how should I say it? Like I said, well, GM's mission is to get the player to make the challenge, at least in my mind, because it's combat, right? You know, you should agree with that, because you're not throwing you're not throwing domesticated cats at adventurers to fight against, right? Cats are like 1/3, 1/10 of a challenge rating, so I don't think they want to fight them. So it's too easy. So it's clearly there must be some sort of balance, and a part of that balance is that there must be some challenge. So if there is no challenge, it's not fun either, right? For anyone, apparently. Definitely not for me. So we'll see about those things. And then I don't know, like I said, in the end I might just give up on my fun, right? Because I don't matter, I'm just a game master. Which is, of course, I'm saying it sarcastically, of course, don't take it like, if you're trying to GM a game, don't think that you're not supposed to be having fun with it as well. Alright, take some pride with your abilities and demand from others to provide some fun to you as well. It's theoretically some fun time with your friends, technically. Or at least strangers, right? Oh, there was an explosive barrel, but it's out of sight, so I couldn't have shot it to get rid of those cunts. Right, so we're mostly in good shape again. 61 armor. These lifts go somewhere. I need more armor again than health. Where would that go? Does it work or not, after all? It glows green. It should be working. Why would it though, right? Shotgun. Shotgun. There it is. It's like with those assassins as well. They are quiet, they've got muffled weapons. So you can hear the shot and you take damage, but they're also put in these locations where it's dark and they are wearing dark suits. And they're not talking, while soldiers are specifically designed to talk and communicate. So you're not only peeking on them or eavesdropping on their communications to outsmart them, but also they announce where they are, so you can keep track of them. Exactly. What are you gonna do? Should I lay down trip mines? Should I just use rocket launchers? I should probably just use rocket launchers. That will be some equality for them. What a cunt! Right. What was I on about? The story, the challenge, some challenge. We'll see how I'm gonna be able to challenge them later. They might have picked too powerful classes. But there are still people dying on things that shouldn't have killed them to spite themselves. Because they think that's funny. No, that's their problem. Bitch. You might be a fucking assassin and flipping shit around and whatnot, but you're not gonna be taking 3 hits with a shotgun. Are you designed to take 3 hits with a shotgun? Again, once we get back to Half-Life episode 1 and 2, I'm gonna talk about what Goose talked about. How you could install a mod for a shotgun, at least in the episodes. Well, mod, it's not a mod, it's a command line that you can write in and change the number of pellets from a shotgun and damage per pellet as well. So instead of having essentially a backshot, some sort of riot ammo, you can have bird shot, which has denser packed pellets, so it will be more, it would technically be more, well, it should technically be balanced and amount to the same thing, but more density would result in, you know, generally more hits and therefore more damage, rather than bigger pellets but spread apart more. And even though a lot of them might miss because of the spaces, the ones that hit will hit hard. I'm actually not a fan of things that, well, high risks, high reward weapons, where one shot deals a lot of damage, but missing it takes you a while to reload. At least I was ready for this one. Can't. She was even trying to... How should I put it again? Mess with my head by doing the sexual activity here on the floor with the legs and such. No shame in them. Truly. Right, so I think that will be my game talk. And with the aiming thing, every time I do some exercises with that, I did some at the beginning. Yeah, right, because the crowbar makes gunshot noises with the ricochets of the bullets, right? Of course. So that I thought I'm being shot at again. When I'm doing the aim practice, when I did some, the score tells me I'm doing pretty well, and then when the activity tells me to either practice shooting quickly or changing targets quickly or being accurate, whatever it tests, the score says that I'm doing well, but I'm not doing well with the other part of, well, in other ranges, or like, should I put it? Like always in shooting, there is multiple things at work at once. Like how quick can you select the target, how accurate you are while shooting it, and how you prioritize the targets. Let's say those three, for example, at least. So with that, if the exercise tests accuracy, it will tell me that I'm not selecting my target well enough. If I'm playing target select, it tells me that I'm not accurate enough or not shooting quickly enough. If I'm tested on how quick I'm shooting, it will tell me that I'm not prioritizing my targets well enough. So somehow I'm never good enough at the skills that are not being tested, but good enough at the skills that are. So I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do about that. That's one thing. The other thing is the score tells me that I'm doing pretty well, and I'm doing that, and I'm not really seeing much progress. And then in terms of my aiming, I'm you know, if only I spent 10,000 hours in some aim practice program, that would have paid off, right? I just need to have my reaction time lowered from 1/4 of a second, you know, like usually humans do, to about 100th of a second, so I can immediately see, well, when the target moves, I can immediately see it, process it, and decide I should follow it, instead of seeing it move and then changing to match its movement, right? To track it with the cursor or the aiming reticle. Yeah, all I really need is to improve my reaction time. 200-fold. Easy. Yeah, so with the confusing feedback I'm getting from those exercises and how good of a score it gives me when I'm doing the thing right, I stopped doing it because it was confusing. It wasn't giving me feedback that I need. So I gave up on that altogether. Right. And then again, I'm pretty sure I could be putting in slow-mos for the assassins, but I also could not be. So I won't. Oh, they know where I am. Fuck. And now it's gonna be harder. Fuck off. Alright then. Nuclear ammo, not good enough. They just take lasers to the face. What are you, stupid? Why weren't you using something harder? You were Why? Obviously, I wanted to use the nuclear ammo that was laying in here so it doesn't go to waste. Oh. Oh, there's more of them? What the? Why am I surrounded? Just because they can? How do they know that I'm here? Why was I jumping? Was it an input, like, it's not an input lag, what is it called? Queuing inputs? Something like that. Right, the nuclear ammo. Where's the nuclear weapon? Some time ago I was talking about that thing. Where? What thing? What was I talking about? Fuck. I must have hit him because the glow is in the air. Why aren't you dying then? Right, so the nuclear ammo is already picked up. Alright, the numbers... The numerical set of keys on my alphanumerical block on my keyboard, on yours as well, assigned to quick select of the weapons that I don't know which is which, because I stopped paying attention to that, spoiled with the wheel selections from GTAs and things like that. Right, so this is locked behind us now for good. We just used up, well, 2 cylinders, so at least we're even on revolver. Nuclear ammo's wasted. Up we go. Lambda complex. Was that opened or closed? Did the alien open it? Did it have like a pass key? Key pass? Pass? Key card? Pass card key? One of those. I have one of those. Oh, there's an explosive barrel again. I could have used that, but I did. Oh, hey, are you dead? Have you got supplies that I could use? He had, actually. Revolver, alright. So how do I get out of here? Through here, possibly. Yeah, that worked. Right, yeah. So accuracy, right? If only I spent 10,000 hours in those practice programs instead of having fun and playing games. You think shooting in games is good enough, but it's not.
But I'm sure you
For not helping here.
Risk opening that door until you had scoured the area.
How about I'll shoot you? Your blood will be enough of a atonement.
Lambda complex. Every other has been sealed off to contain the invasion.
Oh, fortunately we went through the last one.
Make it here. We drew straws to see who would stay behind and let you through. Obviously, I drew the short one. My colleagues are waiting at the tip of the Lambda reactor. Waiting for you, I mean.
He's just asking for the bullet. He's not even hiding the fact that he lost and is not through shooting. Whatever he said. Alright, alright. Why are you still talking, thinking that I can hear you? Oh, you shut the fuck up already. Gurney or some such. Military equipment, they decided to bring it in. Hey, did they really? Is this... well, it's green, obviously, it's military equipment, so... How did they claim it? With the security guards? Did they just went over, did a mad dash for anything that the soldiers decided to leave behind or weren't guarding at the time? That's how they have it. I could also be using the crossbow now.
The remaining members of the science team are waiting for you in the teleportation labs.
Alright, also the reactor is shut down for some reason. And also it's a nuclear reactor and I'm supposed to just turn it back on. And it will require more than flipping switches. You know, like per nuclear reactor requirements. Alright, these are cargo lifts. Why are there lifts if we've got stairs? For cargo. Right. So with that I think I'll leave you. Hopefully you enjoyed and hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, rate, subscribe, watch, share. And if you don't like the videos on my channel, it's entirely your fault.